This conference will now be recorded.
Right, in the last session, we were discuss about data list control. Sorry, repeater control we discussed. Repeater control with the two examples we have seen. One is how to display, by default, repeater control will display data to the user in flow layout manner. But same thing, how to display the data to the user in table format. So for that we have to use some customization tags. So like this header template, tr tag, table tag, th tag, td tag we use. So this is the way to display repeater control with the table format. In repeater control, this is the way to display the data to the user in repeater control using table format. Now next we have to discuss one more control, that is data list control. So ASP.NET is provide these data bound controls. One is repeater, next one is data list, next one is grid view, next list view, form view, next details view. These many data bound controls are available in ASP.NET. As I said that each and every control is having its own style of display the data. We discussed in the last session repeater. So now today I'm going to discuss about data list. What is data list? Then how it will work out. So data list control is somewhat better than repeater control. So data list control is used to display data to the user by default in table formats. By default it will display table format only. So it's going to display by default table format. For displaying the table format, you need not to write any extra customization code. But if at all you want to provide more designing look and feel, if you want to arrange for a data list, there are some predefined format settings are there that you have to do this. And data list control will provide editing facilities. Editing we can do this. Editing means we can do updation, deletion, like modification, records within it. So and only editing facilities are possible, but sorting facilities and paging facilities will not be possible. We'll see now. Sorting and paging facilities, it's not possible. That means each page, suppose if you want to display 3 records or 4 records, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Now data list control is used to display data to the user in table format, okay, by default. And we can provide some extra facilities also, designing facilities by making format styles, all those things. And data list control will provide editing facilities. That means we can able to edit the data, modification data is possible, insertion, deletion, updation, all those things it's possible. But repeater data list control will not provide any sorting. You cannot arrange ascending or descending records, and even it is not provide paging facilities. Paging facilities means suppose we have bulk records, like 100 records are there. 100 records at a time, we can't show them in the one control, no. So it's look like large table format. It occupy complete web page design. So each page, if you want to display few records, then we can able to provide paging facilities. That kind of paging facility is not there in the data list. Same it is look like repeater control features only. Only the thing is we can do editing facilities is possible in data list. And by default, data list control will provide designing facilities. means you need not to do some extra features, extra code you need not to write for a designing purpose. Okay, so let's see the practical implementation of data list control now quickly. So it is almost all same, all the controls how we discuss, same code we have to write it clearly. So we have a database also. Let's open it quickly, and this is our ASP online database. We have a table also, like sample table is there with few records. Let's try to interact with that records only. Now, first of all, I strongly recommend to create a new web page. That is what datalist.aspx project, add new item. So give the page name datalist.aspx, datalist.aspx, datalist.aspx. This is the page name. Now you can see this. We have to prepare data list control. Yes, right now we don't have any data list control. But now let's try to prepare data list control. How to prepare data list control? This is ASP colon data list ID equals to data list 1 run it equal to server. Now after that header template I'm taking. So ID, name, address, salary. Then after that item template I'm taking. In this item template I'm taking percentage hash eval of ID. Same thing we need to do few more columns purpose like this. ID, name, sorry, name, address, salary. Now let's go to run design, but I'm not going to make any table format, but by default automatically repeat data list control will provide table format only. It's going to display table format. If you want to add additional things like this, what we can say, just wait. So only this is the design, only table format it's created. But if you want to take additional format, like by default some format options will be there. Let's try to include that format options also. Just give me 1 second. Right, so you can see this. If you want to go with the look and feel more about data list control, you have to go to select this properties, select this data list control, right click on the smart tag, or else click on the smart tag. So there is auto format will be there, you just click on it. Now there are so many formats are there. If you want to go with colorful option, classic, simple, professional, brown sugar, slate, and all, these are all options will be there. Okay, these are the things actually. Let's go with any format. If you want, you can see which you want to more, you can go with this, but I like this one. So now you can see. Okay, even if you want to increase the font size for clear visibility to the user, then you can go to font option and make it as bold, and size how much you want you can able to select. Large I'm taking. Now observe carefully, the code is logic code is very simple. So double click on division tag, or else you can go to page load event. Code is very simple as I said. So compulsory we have to import two namespaces using system.data.sql client. First we'll go with system.data, then after using system.data data dot SQL client, we can say that. Remaining code is same. What we have written previously code, connection is this heading. This logic code is same for every data bound control. Just for this logic is for connecting to the database and getting the data from database and displaying to data set. From data set onwards, we have to retrieve the data. For that purpose, I'm writing this code is common code every time. Other than to display the data, if you want to do any changes, then we can write any manual code only. Otherwise, not required. So get data is required here. Get data. Now this control name is what's are here? Data list 1. Okay, it's a control name. Now here also data list 1. That's all. When we execute this page datalist.aspx, now we can see this. Easily we can able to display the data. Now you can see this is the data list control. We have some what we can say ID, name, address, salary. So any format you can able to display by default. But is this providing any editing facilities? Yes, we can do editing. For simple operation purpose, just I will show one delete option I can show. Even we can able to show that update how it is possible, delete how it is possible. Everything is possible, but I cannot show all the operations with the data list. I'll show clear operations with grid view control, because I said that among several data bound controls in ASP.NET, grid view is the topmost control. So better to focus on grid view other than remaining controls. Okay. So anyway, I can show this one simple example for how to delete the records using data list control. Okay. For that purpose, I'm taking one more new web page. So the form 36. Now here I'm preparing the same code. That's what I copy paste repeatedly. I need not to write again. So let's copy and paste this code in the division tag. Copy this and place into here. But I'm changing the name is data list 2. I'm taking. Now go to design. Now here let me click on smarter tag and auto format. Now this time I'll go with a different format. Now colorful format I'm saying, or else my favorite is brown sugar. Now you can see this. Click on this. Let's go to properties and increase the size. Now you can see font bold true. Font size will be like extra large. But code is same here. Whatever we have seen in the last example. So just this code is common. Use it, but additionally I need to write some code for deleting option. I need to show that. So using system.data, next using system.data.sql client. Yes. Now let's copy and paste the code from there. This is common. Now how I'm going to delete the record within the data list control, you can see now, because it's provide editing facilities as I said. No, so how it is possible, you just see this. Let's copy and paste it first to get the data from database and display into data list. Now here I'm taking get data. So here we have to observe some more important things here. Postback event, you have to handle it every time. Why it is, I'll tell you. So if you do like this, what happen in this case, just a data will come from database and display. But my requirement is I want to delete one record. Which record? In which record you click on delete button. So that record should be deleted. Not only deleted in the data list control, it should be effect on database also. It should be effect on database. Now, so this is just data is going to display clearly. Forget about. Now I need to prepare something. what something here, every record I need to place one delete button control. I have to add it. How to add delete button control? Where I have to add here in data list control. For every row I need to add some delete button control. For adding delete button in each row in the data list control, you just go to source part of the web page. In the item template here, we have to add ASP colon what control. If you want to add button control, id equals to btn delete, run it equal to server, now font bold equals to true, font size equals to same, how much size we have taken grid view, that's I'm taking. Font size equal to large. Now fore color equals to light maroon. I'm taking light maroon లేదు. Anyways, next background color equals to brown. Anyone, just let me check out. Then it is important, sir, command argument equals to. So generally if you want to delete a record using based on what we can delete using id. So in the command argument, as soon as when we write command argument, you will get double quotes here, but remove this double quotes, single quote you can mention percentage hash eval, sorry, hash percentage hash eval of what I have to do, id. Based on id only I have to delete or not. Yes. So now you can see, close this one. Strictly remember, this is only fore color, back color, all those just for setting how it will be look like. But as soon as when we click on the delete button, which will be fire, command argument event will be fired. When command event argument will be fired based on what it has to delete the records, based on id it has to delete the records. So that's what id I'm passing as a parameter. Now let's go to design. Now you can see this look and feel. Oh, we are not writing any text of the delete button, that's what it is not going to show any text. So we took that only id run it equal to server, but have we mentioned text? No. So text also is important, which is going to visible. Now text I'm mentioning delete. Now let's click on design. Now it's coming like this, just for combination matching. I try to match with this color, but it's okay, good. So my requirement is whenever you click on delete that particular row, for example, if I delete if I click on this delete button, third record should be deleted. In that row, what record is there, that record should be deleted. That is my requirement. But as soon as when we click on delete button inside the data list control, who will raise command event will be raised, command argument. So based on this I have to delete. So let's raise some event for that. So select the data list control, go to properties, select the data list control and go to properties. Okay. Now what we can say here, click on events. Now here item command event will be there, that is item command. So double click on this item command. Now here I'm going to write string s equals to, or else directly yeah, string s we can write it because length of the command is more. I have to pass delete command, delete from sample where id equals to plus id. We are going to use e dot command argument dot to string, we can say that. Yeah. So what is e dot command arguments are? E means what? Item command event object, it is e. Command argument means what? In the design, command argument equals to eval of id dot to id we have given, no? So that command argument dot to string. Now based on this command argument only it has to delete. Now SQL command cmd equals to new SQL command, s comma connection, next cmd dot command type dot equals to, this is optional actually, every time not required, command type dot text. Give me 1 second. Con dot open. Next, what we can say, cmd dot execute non-query. Next, after deleting also, what I need to do, remaining records I need to bring again, and I have to show remaining records in the data list control. So that's what remaining records, to get back the data from database. What code where we have written inside the get data. So get data function we have to call here also, get data. Then after that con dot close. But it won't work out. Now we can see this. It will not work out now. Why it will not work out, I will tell you clearly. Just go to the form 36. Yeah. Now you can see whenever, as soon as I click on third button, delete click, what happened? Invalid postback or callback argument, event validation enable using page enable validation, true something is there. Yes. Why it is, I can understand that. The reason is, the first time whenever we execute the page is coming from the server because you requested to the server. So first time when we execute, that is not postback request, normal request. But after coming the page from the server and display to you, as a programmer, you are trying to click on delete button. No? So when we click on delete button, again, the means you are going to send a postback request to the server. Postback request means next request. So you are not handling postback requests in the page load. No. So that's what it is showing clearly. So you have to add like this. If page dot is postback equals to false, then I have to say get data. Now here we have to make it as this get data. Now this time it is happily, it's going to be delete the record. Now I'm going to click on delete button here. It's gone here itself. as well as in the database also. You can check out. Third record is not there. Even when we go with other record, like if I want to delete, if you want to delete now sixth record, gone. Sixth also gone. Now let's check out in the database itself. Now it is gone. Like this, how many records you want to delete? So click on the particular row. It's going to be keep on deleting now. Click on this, all are gone. Only two are there. Even when I click on that, that's not going to display, means it's coming again from database sir every time. That's what in the what we can say in the deleting event also we have written get data function. I'm calling get data function here. That means because of that get data function only we are getting back the data again and again after deleting effect also. Because of this, if I'm not using this get data method, if I'm not keep this code in under the get data method, whatever code you have written under the get data method, same code you have to repeatedly write whenever it is required instead of get data method. That's not good practice. So this is about data list. We can do somewhat editing facilities compared to repeater. What we can say, data list control is better, but that's what I can say. The repeater control will not provide anything. No, it won't provide editing facilities. It won't provide sorting, paging, even deleting, updating, nothing will provide. That's what execution speed of repeater control is always more. Now, coming to the data list control, compared to repeater control, data list control execution speed is slow. Why? Because it provides somewhat editing facilities, all those things. Now let's talk about our third control, which is important. That is grid view control. I'm going to discuss about. So grid view control, it is the most important control in ASP.NET. Everywhere in real time it can be used, because grid view control will provide by default some very good design facilities. You need not to write any manual code for designing the grid view control. Automatically we can able to drag and drop and place into your web form. It will come by default. So it will provide designing facilities, and it will provide what we can say sorting facilities, sorting and updating facilities is possible. Selecting facilities is possible. Selection means you have to click on that over record, that will be selected. Selecting facilities, deleting facilities, deleting all facilities, paging facilities, sorry, paging, important paging facilities, everything will be provided by grid view control. It is the most useful control in real time, and you need not to prepare any manual code for designing the grid view control. Directly you just drag from toolbox and drop into web form, and it is having lots of design. Even formatting styles also will be there. You just right click on smart tag of grid view control and go to format option, and any formats we can able to keep that. And if you want to perform now, compared to a data list control and repeater control, grid view control execution speed is somewhat less. Why? Because it's provide huge facilities. No, compared to those controls, it's provide lot of facilities. That's what it is going to be less less execution speed will be there, and slow execution speed. Other than that, it's provide good facilities. All options one place, that is grid view control. We can perform all operations at one place, that is grid view control. But some of the controls, repeater or data list or list view, form view, details view, rest of the controls, some will provide editing, some will not provide editing, some will provide paging only, some will not provide paging. So that's kind of things is there, but all facilities will be there in one control, that is called grid view control. So some events also associated with grid view control. Some important events are associated with grid view control. So what are the events associated with grid view control? I'll tell you clearly, just wait. So now let's prepare one separate web page for grid view control. In one example, I'll show all operations without design, with the design, everything I'll discuss in detail grid view control. Okay. So let's add it, web form. Now this is a web form. So sorry, we have not given any name properly. Let's go with the. If you want to delete any web form, then you can able to delete it, no problem at all. Just, or else let's keep it as it is. 37th one I want to delete it. Now let's try to add one more web form. Add new item. I'm giving clearly the name of the grid view control is name of the web form grid view .aspx. Now I'm not going to write any code for designing the grid view control. Directly go to design and go to toolbox. There is a data tab will be there, data tab, and go to grid view control and drag and drop it. Now that's all. But now you can see this by default this control will provide a plain text format, no format style, only normal look and feel. Now you can, if you want to add more things, now you can see this auto format. Just go to auto format, colorful, classic, or anything we can able to do this. Okay, formats will be there. Let's go with colorful option now. Now, if you want to increase the font size for clear visibility, go to properties and font size I'm taking. Let's expand font, bold, and size will be something. How large? Now there are options are there actually. Just now we discussed with the data list control. In the data list control, whenever you want to delete a record, we have added some delete button in the every row of the designing space. But here automatically some properties are there, very good properties are there. You can see this. I'm selecting grid view control and go to properties. Now you can see this automatical properties will be there. What properties? Auto generate columns, true is there by default. Auto generate but delete button, false is there. When we make true, automatically delete button it will be appear on the grid view control. Automatic generate edit button is there, this is also appearing. Automatic generate select button is there. Okay, this is all options. Edit, delete, update, select button will be there. Whenever you click on edit button here, automatically update and cancel will be appear. Later I'll show in the designing part execution time. So all properties are there. Okay, all properties. Now observe here I'm taking page, what we can say, allow paging also I have to select. Allow paging facilities also I need to show something. It's provide all facilities, yes. So that's what allow paging is there. Somewhere it is there, allow paging. Let me, yeah, allow paging false is there. You just make it as true. Now page numbers are visible in the bottom corner. Yes. So depends on records. Depends on record. The page numbers will be there. Actually, by default, grid view control, each page will display 10 records. But even if you want to reduce the page size also, now you can see page size will be there by default 10. But I don't want to display by default page size 10. Let me make 4 only. 4 records at a time I want to display. That's what it's look like, 4 records only, 4 rows only. But now, do we have this? Now important, this is properties actually. By default, we can able to set it by making true. And events associated with grid view control is very important. Like page index changing is there, selected index changing is there. Okay, row editing is there, row deleting is there, row cancelling edit is there. So many events are there. Based on the events only, we can do some all operations from web application to backend, that is SQL Server database. Right now we don't have much more data. Let me manually insert few records. Some extra records I'm going to insert, around 10 12 records I would like to insert, because for clear visibility to show that. 11 is enough, or else 12 we can make it as. Okay, 11 is enough, no matter. 11 records are there. First I have to show how to display the data to the user in Gridview control. For that I am writing code. This is common code, but event code later I'll write one by one. Event generation, then in that event I'll write code for updation, deletion, sorting, paging, all those things. I'll write code using system.data, using system.data.sql client, using system.data and using system.data.sql client. Now here common code, that is we have to place a connection string in the global. Let's try to place this connection string in the global. Copy this, place it. Now here this is also common private method, but here I have to use get data, and postback is compulsory. If page dot is postback, then get data I have to take. Now here grid view 1. Now let's run this first. This is common code just for display the data to the user. Now later one by one event I will raise, and I will tell you clearly how to work on it. Now you can see this. We have only 4 records. First page it is available. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we click second button, second page records will come. But now if we click second button, it won't work out because we have not generated any events. We have not written any code for events. So that's what it will not come. If you click at second button, you can see this. Page index change which was not handled well. Okay, even when we click edit button also it is not handled well. So we have to write code for this every time. So let's write code for this. Okay, so for all the code I will show now how to how to delete and edit, update, all those things. What is the code? Let's select this grid view control first. One by one event I'm generating. So first I'm taking selected index changing. Double click on selected index changing event. So we have to write code grid view 1 dot selected index dot equals to e dot new selected index. Every time it's going to select new selected index. After every selected index, I have to refresh the data. Now it should come the data from database. So that's what get data method I'm calling repeatedly. Now after that, select grid view control, go to properties, click on events. Now we have written code for selection index changed. Now I have to write code for page index changing. So how to write code for page index changing? Paging facilities purpose, you have to double click on page index changing. Here you have to write grid view 1 dot page index equals to e dot new page index. Then again get data. After new page, I have to show new data here. Next, select the grid view control, go to properties, click on events. Now after that, I'm going to show row editing. There is a row editing event. Double click on row editing. Grid view 1 dot, it's my control name, dot edit index equals to e dot new edit index. Gridview 1 dot editing index equals to e dot new edit index. When we click on edit button, this event should raise. Now immediately get data. Next, another event, row cancelling event will be there. This is important event because whenever if you want to proceed to modify or update, then you can proceed, but you don't want to, even if you modify the data also, you decide that quickly I don't want to modify, I should go back. Now you can use row cancelling edit event, you have to raise. So double click on row cancelling edit event. Now grid view 1 dot edit index equals to -1. You have to use -1 in the sense, you know, that x-axis y-axis 0 is the center point. If you go for right side, +1. If you go for backward, -1, that is called -1. I'll show -1 priority how it will be work out. Now get data immediately. These are all simple events only, but whenever you want to do deleting and updating, you have to write some little bit more code. Okay, let's try to do this. All are simple events. Now I have to write code for deleting button. Deleting means as soon as when we click on delete option, that record will be deleted from the database. So row deleting, I need to write code for that. Row deleting. Generally again, so general row delete, how it is possible to delete based on ID number only. I have to delete the records. So how to delete records using row delete event? Let me try to do this. First of all, I have to find out the row where ID is available. So that's what I'm taking, string ID. You may get doubt, sir. Sir, is that ID string? No, actually it is integer type. Then why you are not taking integer? The thing is, inside the grid view control, any data, whether it is numbers or something, characters or anything, that is by default string format only. That's what I'm taking string. Even if you want to take integer, you can take integer, but you have to increase 3-4 lines code extra actually. Again, you have to convert them into integer format like this. Now string ID, I'm taking here text box, sorry, string ID, where I have to find out that what we can say, ID grid view 1 dot rows of e dot row index dot control cells of 1 dot text. I'm saying, just give me 1 second. So string ID equals to grid view 1 dot rows of e dot row index dot cells of text. Cells of 1 means what? We are finding ultimately ID. Grid view 1 is a control name. Yes, grid view control is having rows because it's going to display the data in table format. E dot row index. E dot row index. E means it is event arguments object. So e dot row index dot cells of 1. Cells of 1. Cells of 1 means in the table, database table, observe here, this is cells of 1 ID, cells of 2 name, cells of 3 address, cells of 4 salary, like this. So based on ID only I have to delete? Yes, that's what cells of 1 I took. Cells of 1 dot text. Next, after that, string s command I have to write. S equals to delete from sample where ID equals to, okay, ID equals to single quote, double quote, plus plus, this ID. Observe here, this ID is this ID, sir. Based on ID, I have to delete, but I'm selecting this ID equals to ID. ID means where it is grid view 1 dot rows dot e dot row index cells of 1. There I have to delete. On which row? You click on delete button, that ID I want to delete. So that's what I'm taking here. Now similarly, you have to write codes, SQL command, cmd equals to new SQL command, comma s comma connection. Now cmd dot command type equals to command type dot text, connection dot open, cmd dot execute non-query, cmd dot execute non-query. After that, I have to write get data also, because once I delete one record, remaining record also should come from database again. That's what I'm taking cm connection dot close before get data. This is delete button event code. At the same time, you have to write update button code also. Somewhat more here. Code is more somewhat. Row updating. I'm double click on this. Row updating means you have to find out all columns like ID, name, address, salary, everything you should find out in the grid view. So that's what I'm taking here. String s string ID, name, address, salary. I'm taking ID equals to text box. Why text box? I'll tell you clearly. Just wait. Text box, grid view one dot, rows of e dot row index dot controls of 0 dot cells of 1. Cells of 1 is not coming. Let's modify that. First only have to take cells of 1. Cells of 1 dot controls of 0 close to string. I'll explain that. Don't worry about this. The thing is, ID, as soon as whenever I click on grid view control edit button, this row complete row will be complete row will be generate some controls. What controls? Text box controls. In the text box control, whatever we enter the data, that is string format only. No? That's what I'm taking to string only. Now in this text box is a one control, so that's what controls of 0 I'm taking. Every time controls of 0 only, because only one control I produce. If you have more controls, then controls of 1, controls of 2, like this it will be there. Grid view 1 dot rows of e dot row index, cells of 1 means what? ID only. Same code, let's copy, paste it, paste it, paste it, because we have to modify name. Here also we have to modify address. Here we have to take salary. Now cells of 1 is okay, but here it is what, sir? Cells of 2, because name. Cells of 3, cells of 4. Now remaining things common. What is that? String s equals to. Command I have to write. String s equals to. What is this command we have to write? Let's write the command now. Update command you have to write. Update table name is sample. Set. What I want to set name. Where you want to set name? Single quote, double quote, plus plus, name. This name is nothing but this names are here. This is the name. Name equals to name, comma, single address also I have to modify. Address equals single code, double code, plus plus, address, comma, salary equals to single code, double code, plus plus, salary. where I have to modify, update these all those things, where ID equals to single code, double code, plus plus ID. That's all. Double code you have to mention, close it. This is what update command what we mentioned. Update command.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, for this update command, can we use this store procedure which we created for update?
Yeah, undoubtedly we can use. Happily we can use. There you can write the update command, call in the store procedure here.
Okay.
Yeah, happily you can use. Now here I'm writing SQL command cmd equals to new SQL command of s comma connection. Cmd dot command type equals to, sorry, command type dot text. Now after that connection dot open cmd dot execute non-query, and before that now I'm saying that gridview one dot edit index equals to -1, because after updating also I have to same position I should bring back. I will tell you without -1 what's happening in the coding I'm taking. Connection dot close. This is grid view control coding part updation. Now let's run this now. This is updation code, deletion code, row cancelling, row editing, page indexing, selecting changed with postback. Now I'm selecting first paging facilities I'm showing, second record, third record. Total 11 records are there. Third page is having 9, 10, 11 records. Second page is having 5, 6, 7, 8. First page is having 1, 2, 3, 4 records. Selection also is possible. This you can select, this you can select like this, selection. And editing I'm doing, for example, second record I want edit. Click on edit. But you just notice that as soon as when we click on edit, immediately the options are coming. Options are populating like update and cancel. And along with that option, some text boxes are coming or not. Yes. So if you try to modify, like salary is 15,000, I'm taking. This person address is I'm taking Bangalore. This person name also I'm taking Durga. But later, if we realize that, but I don't want to modify same old data only, I want to change, I want to make that. I don't want to affect this. If you really update, then you can click on update. But if you don't want, then you can click on cancel. Cancel means again same position it's going to back or not. That's the reason I'm taking -1. If I'm not taking -1, it will not go back to previous position. Same position only it will be there. Now you can see this edit. Now let me take third record. I'm going to modify. In place of Raj, I'm giving money. In place of address, Bombay, I'm giving 9,099 999 999 I'm giving. Now click on update. So is it update? Yeah, something wrong in the update. We have to rectify the issue. What is that? Conversion failed with converting system data type integer. Yeah, let's try to do this. ID, name, address, salary. What's wrong with this? Let's go to database table and check out. Integer is there, name is there, address is there, salary is there. Salary integer, no? Yeah, it's no problem. Everything is coming. Update sample, set name equals to name, address equals to address, salary equals to salary, where ID equals to let me check the details. One, two, three, four. It's correct only. Let me try it once again. Something wrong. Let me try this. Here, second record I'm updating. Again, it's showing converting value worker. It's not possible. It's wrong this every time. Update sample, set name equals to name, address equals to address, salary equals to salary, where ID equals to ID. e.rowindex.cells-of1.controls of 0.toString. It's perfect. And remaining options, if it is not updated, let's try to do this. Update, I'll check it later. Don't worry. Some small mistake is there. I couldn't able to find right now. Delete option will check out whether it is delete or not. Now let's try to delete third record. Now you can see deletion is happening. Third record is gone. Now when we go to second page, third page, nowhere we can find out third record. In the database itself, the deletion is happening. 3 record is not there, gone. But updation, it's not work out. Let me try later. Don't worry. Selection option is there. Paging option is there. Okay. Update, edit option, cancel also it's working. But now I will show you -1 if I not taking properly. Then what's happened you can check out. In the edit index manner, if I'm not taking -1 here, let's comment this -1. Okay. Gridview 1 dot edit index equals to -1 means it will not go back in the previous position. Same position it will not go back. Let's check out quickly. Now edit option, if I go with my canceling, now is it going back? No, because of -1 is not given. So that's what it's not going to take same position. This is the problem which we face when we are not giving -1. And let me check out why it's not happening. Update option, small mistake is there, but I'm not able to find out. Okay, no problem. Gridview 1 dot edit index equals to -1. Get it, I think. Let's try to do this. No, we are getting same problem. Okay, I'll try to sort out this one. Update option I'll show you tomorrow. No problem at all. Some small mistake I did, I think so. Where I did, I cannot find out right now. So don't waste that time. Okay. So see you tomorrow. That's all about today. Grid view control and more things also how to discuss on grid view control. It's not at all finished. By complete tomorrow also it will take time to only grid view discussion, because we have to include some other controls like checkboxes or some other controls you have to include. Then how to do the operations, we'll do full details about grid view controls we'll give tomorrow. So that's it for today.